Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel, and this is the start of vlog number 2 of the Eyre of September for my Jane Eyre readathon. And so let me show you my bingo board. It's not very full. I've only read my poem from my book. I read 2 poems from Edgar Allan Poe. I am in the process of reading Jane Eyre. I'm also in the process of reading Bad Luck and Trouble. And I'm also reading Booth and Salt of the Sea. So I really haven't made it any further in any of those books. But if you watched my last vlog, which was vlog number 1 of Eyre of September, then you'll be caught up on all those. So, as the kids said, oh, Miss Corbett, you're wearing makeup. I wear makeup every day, except when I don't have school. But I was actually wearing eye makeup today. And so, yes, I'm wearing makeup. So I have some packages from Amazon. As you all know, I am working on getting my Victober things ready, and I have something special to show you tomorrow. I'll be wearing it. It's in the front room, but that's too long of a walk. And little man has sat here and waited all this time very patiently while I edited and started my upload for my other vlog. And so look at the peoples. Oh yeah, him so pretty. Him wants to show you his face. Yeah, just so he can get him. Oh, thank you. Okay, don't step on Bubba. Okay, there you go. All right. Okay, here you go. Hey, there you go. There you go. Okay, so I ordered The Turn of the Screw by Henry James. And, you know, I'm always up for a spooky read. And it says, by the comforts of a blazing fireplace on a cold Christmas Eve night, guests at a holiday party share stories of phantoms and ghosts of Christmases past. Yet one guest delivers a tale of sheer fright for which no one listening was prepared. As the story goes, after losing both parents, a young boy and girl move into a large wooded estate to be held under the care of their uncle. Wanting nothing to do with raising the children, the uncle hires a young governess to attend to their care. Yet the governesses never could have anticipated the horrors that awaited her discovery. When it becomes evident that the children have some supernatural connection with the deceased former governess and her boyfriend, that's not what it says, but we're going to say with her boyfriend, the young governess finds herself scrambling to regain control of 2 children slipping away from her grasp. So, I did read The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware, which was, I guess, a modern retelling. Looking forward to that one. And then, I don't know what this is. I mean, I looked. And he's back for his other package. Oh, she's thick. Oh. Can you just take it? Quit smelling it. Daniel Deronda. And I got this because religion plays a part in this one, from what I'm told. Well, that's some tiny writing. And this is by George Eliot. It says, with an introduction and notes by Dr. Carol Jones, freelance writer and researcher. It says it follows the intertwining lives of the beautiful but spoiled and selfish Gwendolyn Harleth and the selfless yet alienated Daniel Deronda as they search for personal and vocational fulfillment and sympathetic relationship. Set largely in the degenerate aristocratic society of the 1860s, Daniel Deronda charts their search for meaningful lives against a background of imperialism, the oppression of women, and racial and religious prejudice. Gwendolyn's attempts to escape a sadistic relationship and atone for past actions catalyze her friendship with Deronda, while his search for origins leads him via Judaism to a quest for moral growth. So, yeah. I like these little Wordsworth classics. They're pretty nice. So that's it. That's all I have right now. And I just wanted to come on here and start the vlog for the week. And yeah, I'll do some reading later. Right now I'm fixing to do some diamond painting. I have just turned on Lazy Retired Granny's Space for Reflection whip and chat, and that she posted today, and y'all go check her out. She's one of a kind. And yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna go, and I will talk to you all in the next clip. Hello everybody, next clip. So I haven't finished any books, but I have read a little bit more on Booth and nothing on Jane Eyre. So I'm still where she has met Helen Burns, and something fell back. But Chris and I had shirts made. It says Eyre of September, and it has these leaves on it. And yes, a friend of mine at work, her son's girlfriend made them for us, and I just love them. I love the purple and the fall leaves, and so yes, just love it. And I did get in some diamond paintings, and it's been a good day. I had to unfortunately I had to take off a little bit early to go handle some business, and that didn't make me feel very good, but oh well, you know, that kind of stuff happens too. But I was going to tell you that if you are joining us for the readathon and you need to double up on prompts, by all means do anything you need. I may have to do that as well because I haven't been reading as much as I used to. I don't want to keep you from finishing the bingo board just because you don't read as much. And so if you read 4 books and one book goes for 3 prompts, use it. Do you want to see the people? Come on. Oh. Sometimes he thinks I'm talking to Mom, so he won't look at the phone. Come here. Hey. Oh, yeah. Thank you. So anyway, today was a great day at work, and I'm going to do some diamond painting, turn on Lazy Retired Granny. I'm going to get me something to eat and do some diamond painting, like I just said. And then I'm going to relax with my books, and then I'll end up going to bed. So yes. And this young man needs a haircut in the worst possible way. If this is your first time ever joining me, he is a sheepadoodle, and he usually doesn't look so rugged. But at the end of June, his groomer left for California, and she's not coming back. And she worked at PetSense, and so we were going to just schedule with the lady that was taking over her pets. I mean, her clients. But when we went to schedule, I couldn't make an appointment, so we went in, or James went in, and it's a new lady, and so she's not done her computer work yet. So he's going to have to go over there and get him an appointment for the 15th, or around the 15th, because that baby has to have a haircut, because he's going to burn up, even if it's cold. And so, anyway, that's all I got for right now, and I'll see you in my next clip. Hello everybody, next clip. So I just started on the way home. I started The Broken Girls by Simone St. James. I have it on audiobook from the library, and I've only made it probably to about page 19. And this will fit my prompt for boarding school. And yes, I'm so excited. It is a reread, but I don't care. I love this book. I love Simone St. James. I love her writing. She's like the best with spooky stories, and it's not even like scary, but I just love it. And so I'll have to wait till I get more into it to give you like a synopsis. So at least let me get at least in 50 pages. So I got some mail, and Bubba got his blue box. So come on, Bubba. Yeah, you gotta look at the people. Yeah, you got a split second. So I just got home. So he's all excited to see Mama. And I'm not sure what this is. This may be my shirt. Oh yes, this is my fall shirt. And I love fall. Oh, I'm sorry, bub. Here's your mail. Yeah, okay. 'Tis the season, pumpkin spice, the leaf, the football, and the pumpkin. So, yes. And so then I'm going to open my book of the month. I'm not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. Let me just get my... Hey, Bubba. Cooper's up here. I want some attention. I want some attention. Okay. So I love Book of the Month. I'm not sponsored by them, but I always order from them. So I ordered The Same Bright Stars by Ethan Joella. And it says, ouch, 3 generations of Smiths have run their family's namesake beachfront restaurant, and Jack has been at the helm since the death of his father. Jack puts the demands of the restaurant above all else. He can't remember the last time he sat on the beach or even enjoyed a moment to himself. Meanwhile, the Dale Dine Company has been snapping up popular eateries along this stretch of coast and is pursuing Jack with a generous offer to take over Smith's. Jack craves companionship and maybe even a family. He wonders if handing over the business might open another door for him, but who would he be without Smith's? And can he trust that new owners will continue to employ his staff and honor his family's legacy? When Jack receives startling news from the past, he begins to reshape his life and forge unexpected friendships. But will he really let go of the very things that have defined him? And then I got Someone in the Attic, and this is by Andrea Mara. And this says, I just love that pink and black. It says, you thought you were home alone. Anya is enjoying a relaxing bath when she hears a noise coming from the ceiling. Through the open bathroom door, she sees the attic hatch swing down and a masked figure drops to the floor. 30 seconds later, Anya is dead. You're not afraid of being alone in the dark. You're afraid you're not alone. Across town, Anya's old friend, Julia, sees an online video of a masked figure climbing out of an attic. She suddenly realizes why the footage is eerily familiar. It was filmed inside her own house in a luxury gated community designed to keep intruders out. And now your worst fears are coming true. Why would a stranger target Julia? Unless, of course, it's not a stranger at all. And I got What Comes After by Joanne Tompkins. And it says, sometimes the only way forward is together. After shocking deaths of 2 teenage boys tear apart a community in the Pacific Northwest, an unfamiliar pregnant girl emerges out of the woods and into the lives of those same boys' families. Why the boys died and what their tragedy has to do with this girl are the propulsive mysteries at the center of Joanne Tompkins' story. But just as urgent is the question of how the families will move forward. What comes after grief? What does forgiveness look like? In misty coastal Washington, Isaac's teenage son Daniel is gone, leaving Isaac alone in a rambling Victorian home, shocked and grieving. The friendships and faith that once nourished him are flickering. Next door, Lori, a working single mother, struggles with the final act committed by her own teenage son. The 2 parents are separated by only a silvery stretch of trees, but emotionally they are stranded, isolated by their great losses until they meet Evangeline. Fiery in hair and in spirit, 16, pregnant and alone, Evangeline's unexplained arrival changes everything. At first it feels like a blessing and a bridge across the divide, but the girl clearly is hiding something about her connection to the boys and their deaths. Soon all 3 characters are forced to examine what really happened in their overlapping pasts and what it all possibly means for a shared future. And then they always send a bookmark, and on the back it says, back for more. And so Smitty always gets his big blue box. And y'all, he sat over there at the door just to listen to me read those books. So, and he's backing out of the door. He just backs up all the way out the door. Like, you're not taking my box. Okay, so here is my book haul from Book of the Month. And that's all I have for you for right now. And I will talk to you in the next clip. Hello, everybody. So I am back to close out this vlog, and let me, whoops, put my hand over the camera. And well, give you an update first and then close out the vlog. I am listening to The Broken Girls by Simone St. James, and this is my boarding school prompt for the Jane Eyre readathon, and I just came up on a scene that was a little bit risque, you might say. So it does have a little bit of content, and I was not aware of it, even though I had read this before, and this is actually a reread. It doesn't go too into the scene, so, you know, it stops before it gets too detailed. But I was kind of shocked. I was like, oh, I didn't remember that. And so, just so you know, if you pick this book up, but this is about a school in the 1950s that is supposedly haunted. It's where parents sent their girls that didn't obey, or they did something wrong. They were the bad girls. And well, they're called the Broken Girls. And the school is supposedly haunted by a ghost named Mary Hand. And Mary Hand torments these girls, and most everybody has seen her. And it focuses on 4 girls in particular: Sonia, Katie, Roberta, and I can't think of the other girl's name. Sonia, Katie, Roberta, and that one I just read, so it's not Cece. And they share a room together. They bunk together, and all of these girls have rough lives, and you get to know these girls, and it's just really, she just weaves these stories into such a wonderful, I just can't express. I mean, it's such a wonderful story. One of the girls disappears, and that's not a giveaway. It's on the cover. And then the other timeline is 2014, and you're following Fiona. Fiona is a reporter, and her sister has been murdered and left on the field of Idlewild Hall, and her sister's boyfriend went to prison for it. Now, this was like 20 years ago that her sister was murdered. And no, because she's a lot older. It was like 30 or 40 years ago. Anyway, Fiona is also dating a cop, and so that all comes into play. So anyway, I have made it to 94, and so I just thought I'd update you. She has just tracked down one of the old teachers Fiona has that used to teach at the school, and she is sitting there telling her that the girls were really bad, and yeah. But anyway, so I finished a book last night. I finally finished Booth. I put down that I started this on the 12th of August. I'm pretty sure that's when I started it. So this is by Karen Joy Fowler, and this book is about, of course, John Wilkes Booth is in it, but it centers on his family, his whole family, his parents, and all of his sisters and brothers. And he has, I thought it was 4, but I think it's 3 brothers and sisters that pass away when they're children. They get sick and they die. And then he has Rosalie, Edwin, Joe, what is the oldest one's name? June, Asia, and him. So they all are in here, and it's told from everybody's, you know, it kind of gets everybody's perspective. There are quotes in here from Abraham Lincoln and from some of his meetings that he went to when he spoke to the Senate there, and it's just a wonderful book. And Abraham Lincoln actually went to, well, I don't want to give anything away. Okay, I don't want to give anything away, but there's no scenes in here that are explicit or anything like that, and there is some language, not very much, because you get the sister's perspective a lot. So now one of the sisters goes into labor, and there is one detail that is like a little bit, because, you know, she's talking about the labor. But, no, I could have done without it. But anyway, there's that scene. But, I mean, this book was so good. And I tabbed it, but not as much as I would have. But it was really good. But it was really a good book. And it was well written, well researched. And, yeah, I would read it again. I gave it 5 stars. And I learned about this book from Books Love Jenna, And yeah, so anyway, good book, and I'm glad I finished it, and it took me long enough. And it wasn't that the book wasn't interesting. The book was very interesting. I was just reading it before I went to bed. Every night I'd go in there and read a little bit and go to sleep. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, click that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.